Yo, what's going on, guys? Thank you all for tuning in to my second episode of Project Renaissance Man. Today's episode is going to be all about honoring our authenticity, who we really are. And so I'm going to explain first off why doing this is going to be extremely beneficial for us. The very first reason is what I like to refer to as the attractive or repulsive win-win dichotomy. The way this works is when you are yourself, you either repel people because they don't want to accept you for who you are and they don't like that, or you are going to attract people. But either way, the reason this is win-win is because you're going to drive off the people that aren't deserving of receiving who you really are from those who are deserving. So, the second way that this is going to benefit you when you honor your authenticity is it keeps us from becoming a game piece among society's carbon copy personalities. There's so many people out there that are playing a game, and it's harmonic, but it's not natural. It's not a natural harmony. It's just people, bending to how they feel they should act, and you don't want to be a part of that. So when you honor your authenticity, you defy that. With that being said, I'm going to move on to the pointers that I got for you guys on how to sustain this authenticity. The very first thing I like to say is make it common practice to speak up and mean what you say. And I break this down into 4 key elements. The very first one is be sure to call people out on their bullshit. Hold people to their promises. Express your thoughts and feelings. And don't be afraid to disagree. So I'm going to go a little more in depth with these. First one, calling people out on their bullshit. I have an example. I saw there was a job posting online. It said that the starting wage for that job was $10 an hour. So I went to the interview. The guy told me, okay, so this position starts out at $9. And I said, hold on. Left him know what I had seen online. And long story short, it was good that I did because first of all, I called him out on his bullshit. But I also got to discover a little bit more of what his character was like, and I didn't want to work for somebody who was dishonest straight off the bat. So it was a win-win there. And then be sure to hold people to their promises, like I had mentioned. There's nothing wrong with reminding somebody of what you are expecting them to uphold. I just wouldn't nag them. I'd maybe contact them about it, confront them about it maybe once or twice, and then let it go after that. It's not worth it. Expressing your thoughts and feelings. A lot of problems with relationships have to do with communication, but a lot of it has to do with people holding back their thoughts and feelings. They're afraid of hurting the other person, but if the other person doesn't know, they can't do anything to change things. Or the other person takes advantage and realizes that you're not saying anything, and they just don't give a shit. So be sure to express those thoughts and feelings. And then don't be afraid to disagree. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing. It doesn't mean we have to kill each other. The next thing, these go hand in hand. Get in the habit of questioning things and truth speaking. So it's truth seeking and truth speaking, because you're seeking truth, but you're also speaking the truth. And when you're truth seeking, don't be afraid to ask questions. A lot of us have adopted that where we feel like it's almost a bad thing, bad practice to ask questions, but it's never a bad thing. We need to ask questions more than ever right now because of that. And then, truth speaking, be straightforward with people. If you don't want to go to a party because you just don't want to go, you don't need an explanation. Just tell them, I'm not going to a party. Tell your friends that. It's that simple. You don't have to come up with an excuse. When you practice these things, because honesty is at the core of authenticity, these are all honest practices. They're going to uphold that authenticity. That being said, I got one mantra I want to share with y'all before I leave. It's by André Gide. It is better to be hated for what you are than loved for what you are not. So take that and give that some thought. Alright guys, if you like this video and feel it has benefited you, please be sure to give me a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you all on Saturday. Peace.